Hello there and welcome to my home, the Hot Mess Express that it is. I'm glad you took a moment to come here and check out my channel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Adeline. It's nice to meet you. Today, we're going to take a minute and we're going to just cook up a quick dinner. I'm going to show you guys from my view what I do on a day where things are just a little chaotic. Like they look behind me. And I'm going to fast forward it all. So it's going to go super quick for you. I might even take more time talking right now than the actual video itself. Just kidding. So real quick, I'm just going to chop up some veggies. I always have onions. I pretty much add onions to everything. I had half an onion already there, so I decided, we'll just use that. That's enough. And then, obviously, it's July, so zucchinis and crooked neck squash out the wazoo. Those are all going in the pot. And I've got a handful of mushrooms. There's only a couple. They were really big in the pack this week for some reason, so I'm going to get those in. Alright, now we're just going to get our veggies dressed for the oven. I used olive oil, but you can really use any oil you have or even butter. And then for my dry herbs, I used 2 palmfuls of thyme, 1 palmful of rosemary, and 1 palmful of basil. You'll notice that I like to rub my dry herbs in my hands before I put them in. And this is really just to release the natural oils in the herbs before they bake. Then I'm going to go ahead and add garlic powder, salt, and pepper to taste, and then just use my good old-fashioned God-given hand mixers. Alright, up next, Lazy Mom meatballs. The great thing about these is that they were just waiting in the freezer for me, and the bags of meat thaw super duper quick because I roll them out with my rolling pin before I freeze them. Now, I said this recipe was easy, but did I mention it's low carb too? Yep, prepare to be amazed. It's literally 1 pound of ground beef with half a pound of Italian pork sausage. It works like a charm. My only complaint was that we only had lean ground beef when I had made this, and I think it would have been a little bit better with a higher fat content personally. However, the low fat content works well with this recipe since it's cooked with veggies, and you don't really want them to be swimming in, beef fat because the sausage has a lot of fat in it. We don't need to add any extra seasoning to the meat because the veggies are well salted, and we'll be topping this with cheese later. So as you can see, I just roll them out and then position them in the pan with the veggies and pop it into a 400-degree oven for just about 20 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm going to be making my greatest fallback pasta dish for my family. We found these rigatoni noodles at discount grocery for like 70 cents, and my kids absolutely love them, and a whole bag fits in the pot. So that makes it pretty awesome for me. And all I do is I melt some butter. Sometimes I'll pour some oil in there too to kind of spread it out. And this is going to kind of help make a sauce for the noodles. I get the cans of tomatoes from, these ones are from Aldi's. You can get them anywhere, obviously, but that have the herbs in them, or garlic, or you can even, sometimes use like the Rotel ones if you want a different flavor. But then I pour that in. And I'm just going to add some dried parsley and Italian seasoning And then my favorite part, obviously salt and pepper, but my favorite part is the Parmesan cheese. And then you just give this a good mix and kind of stir it all together, and you'll add your pasta. And my kids love this every single time. I have I have one child who won't eat the tomatoes, and I honestly don't even mind because it still is, they're still eating the sauce. And this sauce still costs less than if you were to buy a jar of pasta sauce, and it's a lot richer. I like it more, and the kids like it a lot. Sometimes we'll even have jarred pesto that we'll add to it. That's really good. Or you can just simply add more butter or oil or herbs, whatever really suits your fancy. All right, we're going to take our meatballs and our veggies out of the oven after 20 minutes and give them a quick toss. And then we're just going to sprinkle them with some Parmesan cheese. Again, whatever kind of cheese you have would be good here. Meat and cheese, you really can't go wrong. I increased the heat on my oven to 425, and I'm going to put them back in for about 15 minutes. All right, and it's ready to be pulled out of the oven and plated up. It looks really nice on the tray, and this is enough food for my family. We have 5 people who eat, and my husband only eats the meat and veggies, and it's enough to get him full. So praise the Lord for that. And with my extra time that I saved making a quick dinner, I have gotten my home a little bit more put together. And hopefully this inspired you to try something new, to do something easier, and to feed your family, because you should probably do that. So I hope you come back, like my video, subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!